I want to also show you another technique, and that's called razor rotation. Razor rotation is another way to remove a weight line. And remember, whenever you do a graduated haircut, and graduation is a haircut that's going to build a weight line. Well, many times clients don't want that weight line in their haircuts anymore. So these are a couple of techniques that you can use to release that weight line and create a better or more modern haircut for them, but creating the graduation, which creates, again, an interesting shape for the individual client. So the technique is simply by taking your comb through the hair and the razor at a round rotational type basis. And again, I'm just moving the hair around in different directions just to create more lightness and less weight on that haircut. So the razor rotation, couple little key points you want to make sure of is that when you're doing this razor is at a 45-degree angle to the surface of the hair. When you're doing it on the surface, you don't want to be too flat, you don't want to be too close. You want to keep it at a 45-degree angle wherever you're working on the head. So if I'm working higher, I have to adjust the angle of my razor. And it's just a quick motion to help take some weight away. The key factor is to know that whenever you're going to do a graduated haircut, you're going to have a weight line. And how you take it away is up to you, entirely up to you. But again, know that that weight line is going to exist. What I decided to do for this young lady today is we're going to actually cut a side fringe, which is going to sweep one way or the other. And the idea of doing this is we're going to do it with slide cutting. Way the technique is going to be done is I'm going to choose which way my client wears her hair, and we're going to then take that haircut from the center of that eye and sweep the hair to one side or the other. Now, when you talk about sweeping hair one way or another, that is the basic principle of the laws of hair cutting. The laws of hair cutting say short hair pushes and supports long hair. So it only makes sense that if I want this hair to sweep over to the right, I'm going to create my short hair on the left and my longer hair on the right. If I want my haircut to sweep to the left, I'm going to take my haircut and I'm going to take my shorter area on the right-hand side, pushing the longer hair towards the right-hand side. In this situation, I decided I'm going to use the left eye and I'm going to sweep this haircut over to the right-hand side. And we're going to start off by taking a diagonal section. It's going to go from the center of the crown, or where our four basic sections meet. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that right to the center of the left eye. Now, a quick technique that I learned when I was a young hairdresser is if you're not sure where you're hitting the anatomy on the person, just take your comb and run it down the line of the section. If you're too far off to the right, you could always move that. But again, just a quick way to see rather than visually seeing, take your comb, just run it, see where you are on that eye. Whenever I do a slide cut, I want to always remember that this haircut is going to be not only part of the fringe area, but also blending into the sides of this design. So we're going to be now creating a short area right over this eye, blending into the length that we have down here. Because it's asymmetrical, we will have less hair on this side and more hair on this side. When I prepare this haircut for the slide cutting around the face, I want to always make sure that I go from the highest point of the head, and I want to always take it right to where the ear meets the face and never beyond that. So when I prepare to do this haircut, I'm going to take my side section no farther back than where the ear connects to the face. Not back here and not all the way to the back. So we're going to do that on both sides, and then what we're going to do is we're going to create the slide fringe, which creates a side sweeping fringe area. Okay, so taking this client, bringing the hair over to the side, and I want to make sure that I know exactly how long I have to go so that I don't actually cut the length off that I've created with the rest of my haircut. I'm going to place this into my hand, and I'm going to go to the center of the eye. Now, Depending on where the client wants the side sweeping fringe, will determine where I start my slide cut. When I decide where it goes, I'm going to be cutting in motion, taking my scissors and sliding down to my corner. And here I'm going to go to the cheek area. I'm going to open my scissors just a touch, and I'm going to catch the hair. As I do this, I'm going to catch the hair into the scissors. Now the scissors don't open and close in any way. I'm going to now start combing the hair and bringing the left hand down and to the side, bringing this down to the corner of the haircut. Again, I could always take a little more off. I want to take a little bit more there so that I balance it out with the other side. I'm satisfied with the length here, and I will now just adjust slightly, taking again just a pinch with your scissors open, catch the hair, again pulling it down and bringing it down to the side of the haircut. Always remembering to keep the length at the bottom so that the haircut does not change in the back. Now, when we do this side on this side, because I'm a right-handed hairdresser, I'm going to lower the chair in the salon, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that hydraulic chair down as low as I possibly can, and I'm going to now stand behind my client, and I'm going to bring my arm up over her head. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take this side, the side which has less hair on it, and we're going to now bring it down, find our starting point, and again, quickly take our scissors, open a little bit, slide, and connect to that length at the bottom. One more time. Come down, use your starting point, connect to the bottom. So we broke the haircut up into a little bit of a softer, lighter, airier haircut. I could sweep this hair down and forward if I wanted to. We blow dry it just so it goes back and swings back away from the face. Remember, short push is long, so this entire haircut was designed to push the hair forward. It's nice, a little bit of relief for the client to have a short area in the front to help keep that hair back away from their face.